Pacers. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Six on the shot clock. Here's Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat.
And it's Indiana's ball. Here's Brogdon. Tries again. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Houston.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
That's good from Turner. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Both free throws good from Turner.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him, but what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here's Brogdon, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here is House, guarded by Oladipo. And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist by House. And that's now 6 points for Russell Westbrook. Brogdon against Westbrook. Pass to Oladipo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Excellent concentration from Oladipo. Even when you get physical with him, he figures out a way to convert.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it's Westbrook again missing. Holiday against Harden. And the pass to Brogdon. Outside Warren. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. He had 37 points last game out. Pass to House. Fires from deep. Westbrook can't get it to go. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Boston Celtics. Oladipo against Covington. And Oladipo, here we go. Can't hit from in close. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Covington finds Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Indiana leading. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Trains the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 7 points. So here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Another miss by Westbrook. Brogdon outside. He dishes it to Holiday. The shot will not fall. And the Rockets take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. Well, the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally, too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic serving him well in getting back.
Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You take a look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
I think for the Pacers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Oladipo outside. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Oladipo's got 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here is House, guarded by Oladipo. Outside Westbrook. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Another miss by Houston.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he makes that one. 6 points for Miles Turner.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout called the Rockets. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Harden outside. No good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Down low. Warren kicks to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets trail by 15. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. He's squarely focused on containing Victor Oladipo, who emerged in his most improved season as one of the league's top stars. When he's scoring with confidence, he makes them tough to beat. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now, here's Oladipo. 13 points in the game. Back to Turner. Passes to Oladipo. At the top of the key, Turner. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Houston.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Puts it up. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by House.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Pass to Warren. Good D by Covington. Rockets trail by 12. House, the pass to Westbrook. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. In the corner, Harden. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
Brogdon outside. Over Westbrook. Indiana again missing. Brogdon's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And it's Houston with another.
That's just unselfish basketball by Tucker, making the extra pass to set up his teammate.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
So both teams changing it up here. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the left wing. Here's McDermott. And nothing is falling for him right now. Rockets trail by 7. Harden has a wide open look. A rebound by Bitadze. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now, here is Harden. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectation. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. Here's McConnell. Kicks it to Warren. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Bitadze, the pass to Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. McConnell kept alive. To the right side. Goes back up. McDermott can't get it to go.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Harden gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Tucker. Tipped away. Here's McConnell. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Holiday. And Tucker kicks to Harden. And another three for Houston.
And, you know, Harden is super reliable from outside the arc. He's got that sweet lefty stroke, and it's a thing of beauty to watch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Warren with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Clemens. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, they've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Bitadze in at the 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Houston in the lead. The pass to Rivers. Feeds it to Carroll. Back to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. McLemore, the pass to Clemens. The 17-footer. That shot off, and Indiana will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to McConnell. Passes it to Bitadze. Outside Holiday. Carroll with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And so here is Houston following the basket by Doug McDermott. Jeff Green on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Indiana trailing here. Here's Sampson. A miss that time, would have put him up. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Rivers. From deep, McLemore, and the three ball is good. McLemore's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Sampson, the pass to Bitadze. Takes a 3. Indiana again missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Clemens. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Bitadze. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Sampson, the pass to Bitadze. From deep. Tries to keep it alive. And so Indiana again turning it over. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Rockets leading by 4. Releases. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got 13.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Sumner passes to Brogdon. Here's the floater. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Sampson's shot is off. On offense, here are the Rockets. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Carroll dishes to Green. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. He can't get that one. And Indiana will come the other way. Sampson, the pass to Oladipo. And it's in there. He's got 15.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And he can't get the first one. Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think
I agree.
you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Carroll against Turner. Shoots over Carroll. The shot by Turner no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Now Westbrook. 14 points for him. And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The pass to Sampson. Right side, Turner. Rebound by House. And here's Houston. They're on a 15-6 run. Trying his luck from deep. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by House. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Oladipo outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
First one falls for him. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Oladipo hits them both.
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
Now here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Covington. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Holiday attacking. Oladipo outside. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Pass to Westbrook. Pulls it from 20. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden. Houston leading by 8. House, the pass to Harden. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to House. Harden against Brogdon. From deep three-point range, Harden, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here's Oladipo. 17 points in the game. And the wide-open shot from Warren. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
Brogdon against Westbrook. That one drops for him. Westbrook's got 12 now in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here is Harden following the score by Indiana. Knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got 11 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Brogdon kicks to Warren. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Turner.
Boy, tough trying to match Turner's intensity. I mean, once he's committed to scoring the ball, you're not stopping him.
Westbrook with a wide-open look. That 3 off the mark. Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Holiday surveying the floor. Now, here's Brogdon, guarded by Tucker. Turner dishes to Holiday. From deep. Westbrook pulls it in.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Clark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And so Westbrook makes them both.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Now here's Oladipo. 19 points in the game. They get the rebound. Here is House, guarded by Oladipo. The shot by House is no good. Pacers trail by 9. Oladipo, the pass to McConnell. Turner with it. It's rebounded by Houston. House has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Harden. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
McConnell finds Oladipo. It's good from about 19 feet. Oladipo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oladipo's mid-range game continues to look better. He's a consistent threat from this area.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. You know, and they followed along. So, you know, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So big.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. They put you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here is Harden, and that one, good. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
The pass to Oladipo. Back to Turner. Oladipo outside. And Turner kicks to Holiday. Over Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Here is House, guarded by Oladipo. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse. Well, you know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers, but I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Oladipo misses. Rockets leading by 16. Covington dishes to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Turner finds Holiday. Brogdon outside. To end the run, he lays it in.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And Westbrook, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brogdon against Westbrook. Knocks it loose. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. Shoots the 3. He's off on that one. And it's Houston the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Harden can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shots good by Turner. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
And it's sent back by Turner. They retain possession. And here's Harden for 3, but they get it back. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. Rockets leading by 16. There's the lob to Harden.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Bitadze. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. 4th, James Harden.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball, and there it is for him. And that's now 19 points for James Harden.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Bitadze, and they pick up 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 15-6 run. For 3, Westbrook, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Rockets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 18. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Now Westbrook, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. With the fadeaway. A rebound by Bitadze.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Sumner. Carroll against Brogdon. Indiana moving it around. 5 on the clock, and Holiday kicks to Sumner. Over Westbrook. It's rebounded by Houston. They kick it out to Green. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Bitadze can't hit. Rockets on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Westbrook against Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
He hits both from the stripe. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing, and then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And looking at some numbers for Westbrook, the past month has been surreal, averaging about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Sumner passes to Bitadze. Here's Sampson. Indiana again missing. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside Westbrook. Westbrook double-teamed. To the paint. Hangs. And it's finished off by Rivers as he lays it in. Rivers has got 7.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Bitadze over Green. Bitadze can't hit.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Outside Holiday. They could use a bucket. The shot's good. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
For 3, Westbrook. He can't hit that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Clock is at 3. Another miss by Houston. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets leading by 20. Pass to Rivers. Now here's McLemore. And there's the pass to Rivers. 13 feet away. He gets it in there. Rivers has got 9 points. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Sampson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Here's Carroll, puts the fadeaway right on the money. Carroll's got his first basket.
Capable of doing damage from the mid-range. Carroll's shot selection right on target.
Here's Bitadze. It's rebounded by Houston. Green, the pass to Clemens. Now Green. Back to McLemore. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
For Houston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
That free throw good from McLemore.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here is Holiday. Right side Turner. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Out to the right wing. House the pass to Carroll. The tray. Good on the three-point shot.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Passes it to Turner. And here's Holiday. Will it go? Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to McLemore. 1:09 left in the third. There's the pass to Carroll. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's House. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Houston making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. And James Harden subbed in for McLemore. Warren's checked in for the Pacers. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Clark, you were talking about the unicorns. Miles Turner in that category as a shot blocker who can space the floor. I don't think he's got a ceiling. What about you?
I think his ceiling is really high, Kevin. He's still young, which always bodes well for somebody with his work ethic and skill set. I think he can be an all-star player. Franchise player, those are few and far between. I'm not sure if he can get to that level, but all-star certainly within his reach.
Inside, Holiday, and the rejection by Harden. And so it's the Houston Rockets, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Indiana, Turner is out there with Leaf, and it's T.J. McConnell, then it's Johnson, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. 2 points, that one goes. Turner's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. Harden surveying the D. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Now, here's McConnell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen, and they feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Indiana on D. James Harden picking up that last basket. Houston needs to get a shot off. Unloads. The shot by Caboclo, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Pacers. And here's McConnell. Here's Leaf. Here's Turner, and he lays it straight in.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Pacers. Clemens, he's covered by McConnell. Lobbed up there for Chandler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now here is Holiday. Johnson attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mbamute.
Boy, the hard work inside from Turner paying dividends. A real handful for the defense down low.
Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
With some arc. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Warren. Brogdon against Covington. Brogdon kicks to Warren. Kept alive by Indiana. Turner passes to Warren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Turner. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Here's Harden. Covington trying to break free. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 25 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Covington against Warren. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
And here are the Rockets now. The Pacers making the shot. Houston moving it around. Passes it to Clemens. Softly drops in the floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Brogdon finds Turner. Oladipo outside. Back to Turner. Oladipo right side. The 3. It's hauled in by Warren.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. He feeds it to Warren. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 23. 4-3. Covington buries the long-range jumper. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
The Pacers making a switch here. Outside Holiday. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin, but I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Rivers, and almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
So for the Rockets, Damari Carroll comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Ben McLemore in for Robert Covington. And the Pacers also making a change. McDermott's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
To the middle. They need this. Bitadze can't hit.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
From deep, McLemore. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And the Rockets making a change here. And Mbaamute's checked in. Rivers looking over the floor. That one, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Here's Holiday. The Rockets making the shot. Over in the corner, Sampson. Six to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
For Houston, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's McLemore, and McLemore slams it in.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Pass to Leaf. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sumner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Here's Chandler. Drops in the layup for 2. Chandler's got his first bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's McConnell. And he makes the first. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have, and then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Rivers against Johnson. Clemens. He's covered by McConnell. Count that one.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Shot's good by Leaf.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
It's rebounded by Indiana.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here's McConnell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Mbamute. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Leaf. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Poked loose. Here's Sampson. Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Leaf. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Leaf's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Indiana. Rockets leading by 23.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And with the victory tonight, they'll take the second game just as they took the first one between these two teams, moving their record to 2-0 with one left against the Pacers.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Here's Sampson. Clock at 6. Back to McConnell. And the shot goes in.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.